little bit of a variety pack of, I guess, ownage style videos. The first thing that was kind of funny is apparently Dill, Demonique has, you know, whatever, made her video private or something. I mean, it's down for whatever reason, removed. So it's kind of like, I don't know what's the point of doing that after everybody's already seen it. It's kind of, I don't know, weird. Anyway, so whatever, I don't draw your own conclusions. And then that Luke 12,000, you know, the anarchy guy made another video. It was just so funny. I mean, I'll post the links over there. You know, I hate to link to these crap, but you know, it really should be done. Yeah, I mean, the guy is so insane. I mean, he's making a video talking about how, well, I might say completely preposterous and erroneous and irrational and excessive things, but that's because I don't have enough time to explain why all my excessive craziness is not excessive craziness. I mean, it's just stupid nonsense. I mean, he can't make a rational argument, and his excuse is he doesn't have enough time. Well, take the time to make it, the argument, asshole. I mean, if it's that simple, if it's that brilliant an idea, you really should be able to convey it. Really shouldn't be that impossible. And the fact that people don't get it, that's another problem. I mean, everybody runs into that brick wall. The other thing that was kind of interesting about the whole Dill thing, you know, is like, I don't know, my video responding to hers that didn't even have any content. I mean, it got like 4 times as many views as the original video where I'm, you know, disagreeing with her analysis of psychology, which is kind of funny that the response video gets 4 times as many views. And, you know, all this stuff, I mean, it gets like 700 or whatever. I mean, it's a high number for one of my videos. And, you know, I didn't get 1 subscriber out of it. It's just kind of, you know, I wasn't after subscribers, but it's just kind of funny to notice that that's been happening. It's the same thing with like Fake Sagan or others. It's, you know, they really do own the popular opinion. And as much as I think some of us like to think it's only a fringe, loony minority out there that buys into all this nonsense, these people really do believe this crap. And they're really not susceptible to argument, as you can tell by their viewership. All they want is the drama. They really want the argument. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So let's see what else. I'll just make a brief mention that OMG, the pest guy. He, you know, you know, I gotta. He had enough character to admit that, you know, he might have been a little bit out of line, and he gave me a little bit of credit for my argument I made about what he said. And yeah, I think he's still crazy, but you know, we'll see where he goes. You know. I really don't, it's hard to tie him down, you know, hard to figure out exactly what the hell he's talking about. And so maybe if he gets to the point eventually, you know, he might be a good, you know, he seems to have there's something about him. I mean, he's a compelling character, but you know, I don't know whether it's going to ever be more than that, just a character, or whether there's going to be something understandable behind it. And so the last one I'll spend the rest of this video on is, you know, these religious nuts, Veritas 48, I guess that's what it says. Well, anyway, yeah, it just couldn't make any sense. He made 2 videos, and they didn't make any sense at all. I mean, so his argument was, you know, that he's reading from some jerky, stupid book, and these bogus arguments about somehow that the structure or design of life and our intelligence is somehow proof that you know, the design could only have been designed by an intelligent creator. And these people always, it's like that other guy who just, they get lost in the semantics, you know, that are you talking to me guy. I mean, they jump on these words, and their words are just so overdone, you know, so over literate, excessively complex for the ideas there. It's like somebody using, you know, 15-syllable words to describe you know, when you multiply the complexities of the B to the C. I mean, you know, it's all this nonsense, and it's just, you know, it's just over talked. So anyway, so it's very hard to even make sense of the argument. But somehow simplicity of the design, the fact that there are these simple laws of nature, somehow that's an indication of creation. To me it's, I don't know, it makes it more, of intelligent or deliberate creation. From my standpoint, from anyone who believes in the concept of evolution, or at least the capacity of matter to evolve or to change, it seems like simplicity would be the foundation. It would have to be simple, because you could always divide it and go down to a smaller bit and a smaller bit and a smaller bit. You're always looking for, even the laws of physics have a simplicity. Some of that simplicity we still haven't gotten to, I don't think. But I think even the laws are made out of simple circumstantial laws. It's just, it all breaks down into simpler and simpler notions of attraction, and that's basically what energy is about. It's about this momentum, and then the condensation, its ability to reconnect. But anyway, it's whatever. So let's see if I can make any sense at all out of these arguments. It's like, because we have creative abilities, somehow that's, they always use words like accidental, like that's a real word, and it's not a real word. It's a bullshit word. There's no accidental. Nature doesn't do anything accidentally. It's all consequences of the laws and the circumstances. It's no accidents. And it's just this whole idea that perception can't be evolved. The argument just doesn't make any sense. You can't make any sense out of it, and you just, like I said, they over philosophize. It's all some kind of, it's just so deep and profound, and it's just bullshit. It's circular bullshit nonsense. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job here, because it's, like I said, it's just so hard to get a handle on what he's saying, because he doesn't, just not one articulate sentence that actually makes sense by itself. And so, like, his argument would be that our intelligence has evolved beyond our natural need, or that the capacity, this intelligent capacity. And that's even an argument that an evolutionist would make. That's exactly right, and that's why we're threatening to blow ourselves up. We might not survive another 100 years. Yeah, certainly our intelligence, we have a capacity that's beyond what survival would have required in a natural environment. But that's the catch of intelligence. Once you plant the seed, it might grow into something. And we have dimensionalized on that intelligence. We have taken it, and once applied language to it, we have turned it into it's a new dimension, a new life form of its own, in a sense. The knowledge base grows and grows and grows. But there's nothing supernatural in any of that. The fact that we could gain a capacity that would go beyond natural selection's intent, obviously natural selection is a dumb force. It doesn't put limits on things. It just says, over time, these are going to be the tendencies, but it doesn't prohibit something aberrant from its intent from happening. It's just silly. It has no intent. Then there was some nonsense about, words only have meaning if they're intended, and so anyway, the bottom line is that somehow our genetic code is evidence of intent because of its complexity, and that this would be only the right arrangement if somebody intended it. And it just discounts the whole fact that our genetic code is a process of this billions of years of evolution. And in the original cell, it was not so fucking complex. It was a fucking peanut butter molecule, for Christ's sakes. That's all it was. It was a molecule of DNA and a couple of amino acid extras, and a membrane or something to protect it, and that was it. We don't know what the first reproducing organism was exactly, but we know it wasn't much more than a virus. It wasn't that magnificently complex. All right, running out of time. So we did another video ragging on science, and so there was just two real quick arguments where you know, science says that science is the only way to get truth, and that it has contempt for philosophy. I don't think scientists have contempt for philosophy. They have contempt for rubbish. Science always applies logic. It always magnifies the facts it learns. Science learns a fact, combines it with other facts, and then builds a nuclear power plant. Of course, it doesn't see anything wrong with logically compounding information. So these are just straw man arguments. He says he gets this all the time. I don't buy it. Scientists don't have a contempt for philosophy. They have a contempt for bullshit. So anyway, yeah, well, that's both. I can't. The other argument is the same. So anyway, he's just full of shit.